Hi everyone, today's Thursday, October 27th, 2022, and here is your Las Vegas real estate market update. Hi everyone, Justin Gannon back from eXp Realty in Las Vegas, the Lindstrom Radcliffe Group. It's been about a month since I've done one of these in-depth market researches for you guys, so it's a great time to do it. So as we enter the holiday season and things normally start to slow down anyways, let's look back at the last 4 weeks and where we are year to date. All right, so if we look at the chart, so we look at this right here, we have 8,080 homes for sale on the market right now. Over the last 4 weeks, it's been very much consistent in that high sevens to low eights range. As you can see, I've been saying this for a while now. It just seems like we've topped out in the number of houses for sale. And you can see it on the chart. It's definitely leveling out. Homes under contract this week. We had 457 homes that went into escrow. This is the 5th week in a row where we've been in the 400s. This is significant because this will show that less homes are actually going to be sold as well as we move forward. With 457 homes sold or in escrow this week, again, it just continues this overall downward trend. There's something called the seasonality curve as we hit the holidays right now. Halloween is on Monday. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, we have New Year's. It always slows down anyways in the market, and this is just more proof into that. Homes sold this week, 393. It's actually not the low for the year, but it's the lowest since August 17th. This is going to keep happening because we continue to lose about 25% of the houses that go into escrow from actually closing. So we always like to look back 4 or 5 weeks. So 5 weeks ago, we had 497 homes go into escrow, 393 closed. The week before, we were in the 500s, and we're in the 400s. So as long as we're in the 400s, the amount of homes closed will probably be in the 300s. It's just how the drop works. And so obviously homes sold right here, it just continues the same downward trend. We know there's lots of reasons why buyers are dropping out. I don't want to harp on it too much because I've talked about it before. Median sales price, average sales price. Median sales price $440,000. Average sales price $538,000. As I've always said, we want to look at the median sales price because it's a bell curve, and we want to see it sold in the middle. The averages can always be skewed if big properties are being sold, but they're both good to look at. As you see, the median sales price right here has really leveled out since August 10th. We're bouncing back in that call it 435 to 450 range for the median sales price. Now, so as you see, as it skyrocketed up, but we are right now where we were in January and February when things were selling at as fast as they possibly could. So we actually haven't lost the value that people thought we might. Average sales price, kind of the same thing. It's a bigger number here because we're in that 538 range. A significant drop off from a week ago, but we don't look at weeks. We look at 4 or 5 weeks in a row and see if there's a trend. And in reality, again, at 530 and let's call it about 570 range for the average sales prices where we've been at. As you can see, it's much more dynamic because a large house that gets sold will change that. But remember, these houses went in escrow 30, 45 days ago. Price reductions, 1,172 price reductions. Continues a downtrend, a small downtrend, but a downtrend. It's been going down since August, August 31st, so 3 months now, 2 months. It's a slow, again, these price reductions are just sellers that price it too high. There's just no buyers out there right now. It's slowed down so much, so they are trying to sell their home. So they're price reducing until they can get someone to jump on the house. Weeks of inventory, 20.6 weeks. This was an increase from the previous week. This just ties into the number of houses for sale and less buyers on the market. Obviously, how long does it take to sell everything at its current rate? And we've been in this 15 up to 24 range for a while now, and this is going to stay high. This just is because of new listings. New listings have dropped down to 655. So new listings, continual downtrend. You can see it with your eyes right here. There's less listings on the market. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about it from the buyer side and from the seller side. So if you're buying a house right now, you have sellers that are desperate. You can see it right here with the price reductions. There's so many price reductions right now. They're desperate. So if you're buying a brand new house, you can get the builder to pay for your 2-1 buy down. So you only have to pay 2% less in interest rate for the first year and 1% less in the second year. You can get builders to pay for closing costs. So your out of pocket is really just your down payment. You obviously they can give you some free items. And guess what sellers are doing? The same exact thing. Sellers are offering money for your interest rate buy down. They're offering money for closing costs. All you have to do is pay your down payment. They are negotiating on the price. They're negotiating on appliances. So this is truly a buyer's market in the sense that you can get the offer you want accepted. And stop worrying about the price, because if you can buy a house today and you can get an interest rate buy down, then then the interest rate doesn't matter. Like it always matters, obviously, but the interest rate, the 7%, the high sixes, doesn't matter as much because you can get it in the fours. And then guess what? You do a 2-1 buy down 2 years from now, your interest rate goes back up. If the interest rate is better, you get to refinance, and that's it. Our price is ever going to get better. Well, let's go back here to the median sales price. It's bottomed out. Like it's going to take a lot for sellers now to be like, hey, I'm going to price it like it was in 2019. Like, because sellers, they're just not going to do that right now. Everything is just more expensive. So if prices aren't coming down, but buyers, you're able to get a better interest rate because sellers are going to pay for it, then let's go buy a house. For sellers, I know this seems scary, and it does. So it's all about your motivation and why you're selling the house. If you are selling it to buy the next one, if you need to sell it to move, you must be aggressive. You just have to be aggressive. If you just want to test the market out, you can test the market. You might get lucky, but your house is probably going to sit there for a long time. So you just have to be aggressive with what you want to do, and that's a conversation between you, your family, and your real estate agent, for the best route forward. So if you guys have any questions about the market, reach out to me right here. I'd love to talk to you more about both sides of the aisle.